That's such a good question. My biggest love lesson. I don't think you'll be seeing me rocking up with blue lipstick anytime soon, but I'm glad I did it when I had the chance. Hi, I'm Zawe Ashton, and I am getting up close and personal with Cosmo. The preparation for Mr. Malcolm's List was really fun, and also we were all in a mandatory 2-week quarantine in Dublin, Ireland, which made obviously not getting distracted a lot more easy than usual. Do you know what? I found a really fantastic way into Julia was actually reading Jane Austen's letters. My dad was like, have you read Jane Austen's letters? And I thought I had because I really like Jane Austen, but her letters are brilliant, and if you're a Jane Austen fan you should read them because they're so immediate and you can hear her voice so clearly, and it's like she is a woman of that time talking about the things that women were concerned about and entertained by, and so that was a really, really good starting place. And then, you know, obviously getting to know the script as well as possible always helps. But there was a wonderful first fitting that I did with our brilliant costume designer, Pam Down. And I think we fit the opera outfit first with this huge feather that Julia wears at the beginning of the film. And I think as soon as you start to feel those fabrics on your body and the things that the corset does to you, much better posture than I have today, and feel the elevation of something like a huge feather in your hair, there's a lot of work that the costume does for you. So yeah, a mixture of mind and body. To play someone who's confident enough to wear a foot-long feather on their head was really lovely and refreshing. Oh my God. I think you have to relate to every single character that you play because essentially they come out of your imagination and your experience. I think I did really relate heavily to Bod. There's an anti-establishment nature that she has, which I definitely had in my youth or in my formative years, and she's sort of from another time in a way. She's kind of an amalgamation of so many different eras and genres and music styles and fashion styles, and again I think that was definitely me when I was in my teens and trying to, you know, establish myself and project into the world what I wanted to be. There was a lot of genre mixing, and you know I just generally was like a punk and thought I was anyway. So yeah, there's something in her soul and her spirit that I genuinely really relate to, and hopefully I haven't lost too much of it as I've got older. I don't think you'll be seeing me rocking up with blue lipstick anytime soon, but I'm glad I did it when I had the chance. I mean, I feel like, you know, every single person who does this job has to figure out ways to keep their working life and their personal life as compartmentalized as possible. And I think it, like anything, just starts with intention. You know, everything I do in my work is intentional. I try and make everything I do in my life as intentional as possible, meaning just being sort of conscious, I suppose. And yeah, so that really, you just have to be as conscious and intentional as you need and want to be about how you want to live. That's such a good question. My biggest love lesson. I think the biggest love lesson of all is always about self-love, which is never really spoken about or taught to you at school, or at any formative time in your life. It seems like something you have to discover or kind of scrabble for later in life. I just think there's every bit of truth in RuPaul's Drag Race catchphrase, which is, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love anybody else? Can I get an amen? Your first love should absolutely be yourself, and that's how you'll always relate to anyone else in love. So yeah, it all starts with you. RuPaul and George LaBar, I look forward to seeing you for some dinner at some point in the fictional universe that we are living in right now. Yeah, we still have a very, very strong Fresh Meat group WhatsApp. I mean, what was the last thing that was said on there? Probably something deeply, deeply unsuitable and offensive. What was good? Oh, we always like message each other on each other's birthdays, and if anyone's ever got an event or a screening, or has something that they need us to rock up to, we always go out in force. And I think that's a real testament to what we created together for 4 seasons. It really was a genuine 6-way romance. It was true love, and in lots of ways we feel like we kind of grew up together, even though we were not university age when we all shot the show. Actually, apart from Charlotte Ritchie, who genuinely was doing her dissertation at the time of shooting. I've just remembered that. But it was like a coming of age, and when that series came to an end, it was so emotional, because it was like almost the real end of uni, when you sort of say goodbye to that part of yourself. You sort of know that you'll never be that person again. And so yeah, the fact that we've all kept up with each other and kept really close is very, very meaningful. Fresh Meat. It's just called Fresh Meat with a T-bone steak emoji next to it. What was the last thing someone said? Photo evidence of Jaeger bombs, please. I don't know what that was in reference to. Happy birthday, Cock Cat. That was for Jack. Oh, and then a really sweet memory from Facebook where 6 years ago, when we genuinely all off and hired a barge. That was a Fresh Meat storyline. If you don't know the storyline, it's probably not very interesting. I'm not gonna let them go out like that, because not everyone looks fantastic. Yeah, just still quite a lot of head written down there. Could have not matured very much, which is sad. For me, I've always wanted to do period drama, and that's just never been a table I've been invited to in the UK. And so when this script came across my desk, as it were, I had about 24 hours to decide whether I wanted to do it, because a fantastic actress had to pull out, and in a way that was really freeing, because I just had to look at all the green flags that I could as quickly as possible. And it being a period drama was one, and then it being directed by a first-time female feature maker was another. The ensemble that had already been gathered for this movie is, it's just so special. And then, the rom-com Regency mashup is just, it's irresistible. And I just thought this will be a really fun way to get into this genre. And of course, the character of Julia Thistlethwaite was also really undeniable, because she essentially is like a Regency Bridget Jones. Although someone said to me recently she reminded them of Julia Roberts' character in My Best Friend's Wedding. Just a bit of sweetness, bit of revenge, and then a little bit of romance. I'm really excited for. I'm really excited for people to see this film. I'm really excited for Malcolm's List to join the massive conversation about the rejuvenation of the Regency drama/comedy. It feels like, as well as being a very entertaining, frothy, escapist piece of work, it also has these really grounded in important political messages to deliver as well, and could really be a needle mover in terms of the genre. So yeah, I hope people enjoy it, because we had such a good time making it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to catch Mr. Malcolm's List in cinemas right now. Bye.